Okay, hello again YouTube. Welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program. I have a little change in mind because I did just a little bit of revision recently. What I'm going to do is these need to be sorted out. These need to all be in the same stage. But apart from that, I heard, this is from Scott Manley on YouTube, that exceeding 200 meters per second is a waste of fuel until you get out of that thicker part of the atmosphere. And also that you should start your turn at about 10,000 meters high. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to save this. I'm going to I'm going to fly only using these solid fuel boosters. Right. So yeah, that's off and launch. That's spinning faster than it did last time. It's also hitting 200 meters per second very quickly. Very quickly indeed. Did my engine disappear again? It did, didn't it? Right. Actually, I did kinda need... At the very least, what I should have done was... Vaxia, I need both of those. I can't zoom in. I think you can, I've just forgotten the control for it. I need two of those so they don't burn this. And then solid fuel boosters. Fairly high up. There we go. Okay. The engine is in existence, I can confirm. And these. And those. No, that, yeah. That engine. Yep. Then here, these detach. Then these detach. And it all detaches, and the little engine fires. Okay. Now, I was watching Scott Manley's video very efficiently and easily, and his ship used about 90% parts that I don't have yet. So, you know, oh, throttling up again out of habit, not supposed to do that. And also, he says, set that as a target. I'm going to do that, because it seems like a good idea. Okay, so let's launch and see how fast this goes. Okay, this isn't actually quite as stable as I thought it was. It's also quite a bit faster. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna scrap the lots of solid rocket fuel, but entirely on this basis of it's a waste to exceed 200 meters a second. Actually, no, leave them. I want to leave the little decouplers on. And I'm gonna go all liquid fuel engines, pretty much. So, what engines do I have? Is this the one with, yeah, this is the one with thrust vectoring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these two. What kind of engine was that? It's exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Spot the difference. Either way, I now know that that's a T-45. Is it T45? LLV T45. That's what it is. Lift it up a bit so it's not touching the ground. Okay, and then I'm going to put on the equivalent of Scott Manley's suggested 800 fuel canister on 2 sides. I'm really reworking this more than I should. Can I get rid of 2 of these? Okay. And then powerful engines on there, the most powerful I have. Yeah, that's good. And then on here, wow. What do I want to do up here? Do I want to do the same thing? Or don't I? No, I will. I'll do the same thing. Now, this is a lot of power, but it's controllable. I think with this I could get all the way into orbit. I hope. So then, very careful staging, because staging is important. I want these to fire, which is those 2. That's 4 at the top, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So I want those 2 to fire with these 2. Those 4 to fire with these 2. These should all fire together. So this has got to be stage 1. And then this to fire afterwards. This big one, little one. Or do I? No, I think I want these to all fire together. Do I even want these? At all? You know, more fuel, more thrust is good. It's good. But, what's that detaching? That's detaching those. Right. They've got the same amount of fuel, so I'll put those decouplers in the same place. And this engine, I don't know what I'm doing with it. No, you know what? I think I want to fire it afterwards. Yeah, I want to fire that afterwards. So let's save and launch again. And you know what? If I end up spinning, I think I'll remove 2 of these. Yeah, I want full power for now. Ah, see, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Right, so I want to pretty much stick at 200 meters a second, or else I really am wasting fuel. Assuming that the mechanics of the game haven't been altered too much since that video was made. I think I'm using too much fuel here. I think it's weighing me down too much. Okay. Just ease off slightly. Where do I want to be? Yeah, around about there. Okay, that's... oh, it was almost perfect. Alright, and then, since I'm at 10,000, I'm going to turn to 45 degrees, while also slowing down. Alright, that's that. That wasn't incredibly efficient. Alright, and now that I'm out of that area of the atmosphere, I'm pretty much wanting to, okay, this isn't good. You know what, I was definitely using too much weight, far too much weight. So I should have reached 220 seconds. So basically, like, from there to there, can just bugger off, essentially. Maybe even one more. This is not what I was trying to do. Okay, now what's this? Where did this come off of? It's an engine, and it was from the bottom. Great. Oh, right. Can I really not? Ah, there we go. Shift and mouse wheel. You know what? I think I'm only going to have 2 of those. Yeah, I am. Okay, that looks considerably safer and considerably more sensible. That launches at the same time as that launches, and basically, wait, what's launching first? Those two, yeah, should also launch with that. But what's this detaching? It must be these, yeah. Yeah. So that doesn't happen until afterwards. And this comes down to here. Not sure what detach that is, because these two have went in separately. That's these two here, and these two are... Let me in, did I just move those? Yeah, I just moved those, okay. And that all detaches then, little engine fires, and we go on our merry way. Now, another thing Scott Manley said was to use the standard command pod. I don't quite agree with using that, although it's lighter. And this thing has a hell of a lot more crash tolerance. And a better pitch torque. So yeah, I'm going to stick with this one. That's one point where I disagree with him. And basically, we'll see how much based on these Nielsen principles. And if they don't work, then I make it bigger. Just, this looks a little bit silly, but never mind. Oh, what I should have done was moon. Perfect. Perfect. Brilliant. Of course, that has more, you know. Okay, here we go. We're actually, you see, we're approaching 200 much, much faster. In fact, with about half fuel remaining. And basically trip is on and off, because I can't figure out a way for it to actually just stay as it is. I keep going like this. It's apparently the most fuel efficient for distance gained. until I get out of that atmosphere. And for some reason I've got the Game of Thrones tune stuck in my head, despite the fact I don't watch that show. Right, okay, let's start our tilt. We've got huge control over the ship, it being small. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And we are out of that, so power up. Come on, how's this doing? Wapses apparently should stay between 40. Oh shit. Yeah, just detach. Brilliant. Should stay between 40 and 60. Because that's just best. Okay. You know what? I don't quite trust Scott Manley at this point. Because this just quite simply doesn't have nearly enough fuel. Shit, that's oh, maybe I should have turned more. I'm in orbit thing here. Go on. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of liquid fuel. Okay, I'm gonna go back to a VAB. Firstly, okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, more fuel. I had to pause. I don't know if you noticed because it was pretty much the same screen, so it might not have looked like a jump cut. Yeah, is that good? Not really. Winglets. I've only got these two. It's a shame. An aerodynamic nose cone. Mostly non-explosive. No more of us. Yeah. I don't really see any point in putting one of those on. Oh, I guess it would shield you a little bit from an impact. Possibly. Who knows? Okay, let's see. What can I do with this monstrosity? A little bit more fuel, I would say. Maybe just another 200 to those, and another 200 to those each. On top of those. Like that. Right. If I was in sandbox mode, I could make this so much better. But I'm not, and that's part of the challenge of this entire series. Oh, I hope I didn't mess up some stately do much to engines. We'll see. Everyone launches, everyone detaches, except the main thing. Yeah, that's good. Oof. Okay, go! And also bring up resources, and also do the map things. Like the nav ball. So I finally remembered what that was called. And then bing. Okay, gonna get to 200 pretty quickly again. Basically, what the main thing I was kinda that was really important with this kind of design was like fuel crossfades. You see that runs into here, and I of course don't have that yet. So yeah. How much quicker is that even draining? Who cares? What will this stay at if I'm just burning like this? It's probably way more efficient. Yeah. I just burn like that, it's gonna stick at 190. It's close enough. Maybe just a bit more. Okay, maybe a light, tiny bit less. Okay. 11,000, start the tilt. Okay. I am now increasing speed. And I'm out of that, so... when this increases speed quickly, that's really the sign that you're doing it at the right time. And that's hitting 40 as it should. And so far, so good, really. I mean, I'm gonna run out of fuel, basically. That's the only problem. But you know, apart from that, minor problem. Alright, that's a minute 5, so... go over like this a little bit more. Quite a bit more, actually. How am I doing for fuel? Not too great. Okay, am I completely... I'm not completely out, but I'm just about completely out of the atmosphere. So that's good enough. You know what, can I like... if I reduce fuel, will that like... help that slightly? That's shutting off the engines, I don't want to do that. And I don't quite want it pointing downwards either. You know, I think I'm close enough to a full orbit that I can get off with it anyway. And I'm just a bit... okay, considerably far. But just a little bit more burn. Yeah, okay. So I got enough basically for an almost good enough burn all the way out. And then nothing really left to do except that. And that should... what's this like... add maneuver? Oh, Jesus Christ, what have I done? What does it all mean? Just back. Get back. Okay, what I think it means is like... right, you know, I'm gonna speed up. Oh shit, well, yeah, I'm out of space, I'm good. I shouldn't really be descending at all, or slowing down too much. So if I get this apoapsis... how high do I even have to be to time warp faster like that? That high? Okay, 80 maybe, 90? Who knows? Basically, I think I have to get to that node and then burn. And it should, like, do something. I think that's... Ah, Jesus Christ, too much. Too much, okay. Basically, just make this bigger. Okay. Yep, that's good. 100,000, that's grand. Okay. Game of Thrones tune again. Promise I don't watch it. I really don't, I've just heard it a lot. It was in a Skyrim mod I downloaded. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing here. Hope so. I'm not even sure what this pink thing is, but I should probably be doing something with it on the nav ball. So if I'm to burn like that. How much fuel do I even have? Not really enough. Okay, I had to pause again now. Keep going, keep an eye on the fuel. This isn't what I'm supposed to do. But it's okay, I'll just go round as many times as I need to. All I need is to get into orbit of the moon. Landing's good and all that, but you know, it's not necessary. I just need to get into orbit. Keep going. You know what, that's okay. Alright, so I'm gonna hit there and it's got to get there. Brilliant. I'm gonna keep going faster. Ooh, 10,000. Ew, then it's gonna be there. I really should have made this like 200,000 or something. Just because, you know, I just get like thrown right down. Time warp wise, I'll maybe actually change that slightly. I'm on time warp times 5 still. It's an hour away, Jesus. Okay, actually, I do have something I need to do, so I'll pause the game and jump cut and back in a second. Okay, here we go, I'm back again. I'm going so slowly, 200 meters a second. Okay, that's just about safe. To just do a little burn. Just enough to get to like 240. It's barely using fuel. Right. And this hasn't really changed, does it? No, it hasn't. Good. What's it slowing me down to? I don't know, but it's not slowing me down too much. Slowing me down to that much. I wonder why. 48. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Right, that looks like it would. Oh god, what have I done? Right, there's Kerbin. So I'm gonna retro burn. That's carbon escape. Oh, fuck. Right. It's gonna put me just into orbit of his sun. Right, I have to fix this. It's either fix this or revert launch. Alright, this is back to carbon at least. Oh, Jesus. Alright. What was that? Sure, I can do that. Well, I try. What, is it really gonna go around again? Okay, yeah, I know I said that I would, I wouldn't land, but it looks like I'm gonna collide. Oh, I wish I knew what the quick save button was. I should look it up, I really should. Oh, look how far away Kerbin is. It's awesome. Hang on, this counts as being in orbit of the moon. Yes. Oh, I should have gotten well in orbit of the sun. Oh, that would have got me so many points. Right, 25. Crew report. I'm still over carbon, am I? Review data. Yeah, I'm still over carbon. Okay, so I'll get a proper moon orbit before I do anything. Right, if I... And that's gonna... I don't understand the way these physics work. Basically, that is when I will be in Moon's orbit. Okay. Like so. And also perhaps the Sun's. So there's Moon escape. I don't really want to escape. So I'm gonna have to make this a higher orbit. Which I can do prograding. I hope. Is that correct? Just put me back into orbit of Kerbin, for God's sake. What happens if I go this way? Right. Moon escape gets farther away. But you know what? I think that'll eventually take me towards Kerbin. So I'm good. I'm doing this. So this is kind of lining up more of Kerbin's orbit. You know what? I guess I'll do the whole science thing. Oh wait, I can get 100% if I transmit that one. Sure, I'll do that. Awesome, so 15 science added no matter what happens. Well, unless I revert, which I will if I crash. Alright, you know what? Stop! Stop! Okay. This doesn't seem like it would slingshot me that much. Alright, so what direction is this? This is like... It's like go towards it, speed up the orbit and sling around. And this is like... slow down. Yeah, so that's gonna do that. Okay. Again, jump cut. Ugh. Sitting at home recording in the morning and everybody gets up and I'm interrupted 10 times. Okay. I don't see a way... I don't see a way to do this except by landing on the moon. That's what scares me. It's landing on the moon. That is, apparently, that's the only way I can see that I can get out of this. Because I would have to land on the moon, wait, because the moon has a rotation, I'm assuming. Wait for it to rotate so I would be on the other surface and then power off towards Kerbin. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. I'm worried about my fuel though. I mean, I've got a... what's like 12 on these things. Which I suppose I'll extend. Really wish I knew the quick save button, although this is past the time when I would be quick saving. I also wish I wasn't landing on the dark side of the moon. Stay zoomed out, please. Alright, this is kind of a point where I would want to slow down. See, that's much nicer. It's more to what I like. Yeah. Alright, just on curiosity. Okay, just on curiosity. Yeah, it won't work anyway. No matter what I do, that won't work, because I'm about to crash. Okay, still 39,000 above the surface, if it isn't really the surface. God knows how far I actually am. I need to start, once I unlock them, I'll need to start putting lights on the spaceship. Like all over, to illuminate stuff below me. Oh, come on. Almost. Okay, better start slowing down. Put the throttle there. Bit of horizontal movement, I don't quite like that. Better put throttle at full, actually. Yeah, okay, there's no way I'm getting back to Kerbin, even if this does go well. Okay, yeah, okay, at this point, they're pretty much dead. There's pretty much nothing I can do to stop that. Fuck, I'm going up. That's not good. Fuck off. Got 6 fuel. 6. So if their speed never really hits 0, that kind of annoys me. It's like, you know, you slow down, and you would think somewhere in the process between slowing down and speeding up again, you would get right down to 0, because you would have you'd be at like the, it's not the correct term, but I'll use the term break-even point here, where your thrust is kind of equal to where your I don't know words, I don't know the terms. You're falling, but you're negating it completely, but not anymore with the amount of thrust that you have. That's the gist of it. Okay then. Not falling too rapidly. This doesn't seem it. And if it wasn't for the force of the explosion when I crashed... Oh, fuck, I didn't realise the ground was that close. Alright, 4,300 meters. Yeah, I thought the ground was still at least 2,000 meters below me. Revert. And I'll end the video there. Yet another disappointment. I will bloody get there someday. I don't know what, I just overshot and suddenly I was like, okay, well I'm like 20 miles out and I'm gonna be orbiting the sun now. That's just ridiculous. Not 20 miles out, like 20,000 miles out at the very least. That's what I mean. Okay. So, next time, bit of improvements to this design. Get to the moon, get into its orbit, probably a nice safe orbit, a bit like the last orbit that I had. And, do some stuff and actually get back to Kerbin. See you then. What did I go away? See you next time.